Alright, it's 10 minutes to Zoe, and I want to talk to you about why I'm going all in on content. So if you don't follow me on social media, wherever you've seen this, give me a follow because I'm on a road to 1,000 followers on all platforms. But the reason there's multiple reasons, so I'm going to break it down. And the first reason why I'm going all in on content is because of the value of paid advertising. So I have an investment property management business, which AKA means I take on leases from landlords for individual residential properties. I rent them, then I rent them out. I've got a few big clients, but it's usually corporates, companies, all sorts of companies pay me business to business for that nightly accommodation. Got a unit in Malta as well, international, working on that expansion as well. But essentially, the way I get my deals, you can get deals for free on OpenRent, on Gumtree. You can call agents on Rightmove, Zoopla. I've done all of that. What worked the best for me was putting money into a deal generation machine and getting landlords contact me, book appointments with me, then going on appointments and closing deals from there. That way I got the most favorable terms of negotiation. I built the best relationships. I got the most scale. So I really like that. Now, what paid advertising is essentially is you are paying the platforms to push your post. Now, obviously, you can do paid advertising for anything. I could say I'm having a party and promote the post. There's also boosted posts on social media, which some local businesses do. But paid advertising campaigns, you have a daily budget every single day you spend out thereabout, and then it puts out. Now, all it basically does is it forces your posts in people's faces. 1 in every 4 or 3 posts on social media is an ad. So it just makes sure it pushes you in the lottery. And the more you spend, the more people you outspend, the more people you see, the more eyeballs. Some of my social media posts, my paid advertising campaigns have reached over 100,000 impressions, which is a lot of people. However, paid advertising is just paying to get content. Now, I used to have a Twitter account, and when I had my Twitter account and I was active, I used to get impressions of 1 million, 10 million. I think 1 month I got 23.5 million impressions on my tweets. I never paid anybody for anything. That was my own governance. So because I've done paid advertising, and paid advertising makes the most sense when you're selling a service, you're selling a product, because you see how much you get in, how much you get out. With me, my business is a bit different because I spend money to get the deals. I can sell the deal, so I can sell deals for 3,000, pass it on, but there's more money in keeping the deals for yourself. So you have to wait a bit of time to get your money back from advertising, but there's ways around that. This video isn't about advertising, so I won't go too much into that, but link in my bio if you want to know more. I've got a free webinar all about it for property business owners, how to get 5 extra new deals in 90 days. And we guarantee that as well. So click the link in my bio if you want to know more about that. But essentially, because of the power of paid advertising, and I've seen that and I really believe in it as a form of to get business, it would be erroneous for me to not invest in my own personal brand so I can own that traffic for free. And this is getting people's emails, this is getting followers on social media, making sure people interact with your posts. Because if I can get 100,000 views organic, then not that I would stop spending on paid ads, but I get more bang for my buck because now I've got an organic inbound system and a paid advertising system. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going all in on content, because I've seen the power of paid advertising. And if I can get that, imagine instead of having to spend £100 a day for 30 days to get the same results, I just do a campaign of posting organically for a week. Now, that leads into the second reason of why I'm going all in on content. So there's a billionaire tech investor called Naval Ravikant. I like his ideas. He's a very smart person, and he's got a tweet storm / a podcast. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify. Go check it out. There's even a PDF. It's called How to Get Rich Without Getting Lucky. I've listened to this maybe 10 times. I'm probably going to go listen to it again. But it essentially breaks down from base standard principles, and he's into mathematics, economics, base standard principles, how to get rich. He basically says, if you're put into 100 realities, you want to guarantee you get rich in 80 to 99 of them. We don't want to be getting rich. We don't want to be blowing up on TikTok, getting a song and then getting signed. And, we don't want our success to be on the whims of others. We want to make sure there's specific ways to get rich and successful. And I'm not going to go into everything he says, but I'll just reiterate what I've learned and understood from it and what I do in my day to day. Number one, you need skills. No matter what, skills pay the skills pay the bills. You know, you can't get rich if you haven't got skills. My skills involve being able to create content, being able to run campaigns, marketing campaigns, my ability to market, my ability to sell, and I understand the rental real estate market in the United Kingdom quite well because I've grown up in it and understand short-term nightly accommodation. These are the things I understand. These are my skills. Now, once you have skills, you need leverage. So leverage is what paid advertising gives you. You know, if I want to reach 100,000 people, that's leverage. I'm in this room alone. Every time I post something on content, I get about 100, 200 views, and it's not that much. But imagine if I was in my house and there were 200 people in here right now. I'd be overwhelmed. There'd be so many people I'd have to say hi to, so many people I'd have to connect, so many, like 200 physical people, so many people. On social media, I won't really understand it, but if you want to do deals, because I also send cold emails as well. If you want to do deals and you want to reach strangers to contact, you need to scale, you need leverage, you need to reach a lot of people. So this is why there's paid advertising. This is why cold email. But one of the things he talks about in the modern day society, which is one of the most powerful things that we have and we really need to start taking advantage of, is the fact that we have what we call permissionless leverage. It's a beautiful term. It's called permissionless leverage. So I'm here right now. I've just gone downstairs to my gym, set up my tripod, put my phone there. I'm even charging it right now. Put on my camera, started recording. I've given myself 10 minutes. I'm recording this video now. Once I'm done, I can end it, upload it to YouTube, give it to my editor. He'll give me a bunch of shorts. I can put the YouTube video online. I can put maybe a reel online. Then I can put some TikToks. I don't have to console anybody. All I have to do is go post on the social media channels. I don't need to put my ID in. I don't need to pay. It's a permissionless leverage. You know, you don't need to bequest at this moment in time for anybody to do it. You can just create content, put it out, and people see. Even on TikTok. TikTok is, I'm new to TikTok. I'm jumping on TikTok right now, but TikTok, gives you views when you don't even have followers. So you don't even really need to have followers on some of these platforms. Some things like Instagram, YouTube, if you haven't got followers, people don't see it. But with this short form content, they're really bullish on these social media platforms. So if you put now short form content out, as sad as it is that we have to put ourselves in a box of 60 seconds to deliver our messages, it spreads. So it's so powerful. So that's one of the reasons why, because, you know, if you want to, in this generation, I believe, you know, if you want to get leverage, the easiest way to get leverage is through social media. So he actually, if I remember correctly, he talks about there's 4 ways to get leverage. One of them is capital. Okay, so I'm going to dive into this capital because I was speaking about this a lot. I'm in real estate, investment property. So I can take on a deal and I can get that rental deal and I can sell it for £3,000. That's something I do, I've done frequently. Or I can acquire that deal into my portfolio and I can get between anywhere from 1K, 2K, 3,000 per month recurring income. Now, obviously, I prefer 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 per month recurring income than a one-time fee of 2K or 3K. However, in order for me to get these deals, I need capital. I need to invest in the marketing. I need to invest in the rent. I need to invest in any deposits or fees or sourcing fees or any furnishing. So that means the individual cost to get into any of these units that might cost me, generate me 1 to 3K is going to be about £10,000. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. You know, if I want to get to £10,000 per month, I need to invest £100,000. I don't have £100,000 sitting around just to be thrown into rental property. I've got bills, I've got costs, I've got investments. So for me to scale that business and get leverage in the rental investment market, I need capital. And this is what you can do to leverage off other people. But capital is, it's not tricky, but you know, there's leverage. You either go through banks and institutions and then you get involved in riba and things like that, and, you know, try to avoid that. You know, then you can work with people, you can do JVs, but you know, now you're getting your margins a bit smaller. And you know, you're dealing with more people, and more people can always be tricky. Then he said there's code. Code is building websites, but you know, now with AI, it's easy for anyone to code. So he said capital, code, then the other one is labor. This is another one I'm going to be investing in right now. And if you're somebody that likes the things I talk about, and I talk about real estate, I talk about digital marketing, I talk about AI, I'm specifically involved in rental investment, and I'm very big on social media content, then I would urge you to send me a direct message so we can connect, because I'm looking to build the 4th lever, which is labor. You need a team. Now more than ever, I'm in business with my family. So we've got business and we've got accommodations which we manage together. However, in my rental trading business, I do that solo. I generate the leads myself, the marketing, I do that by myself. I get the marketing in, create the content, get them out. I take the calls, I set the appointments, I go in person to the appointments, I close the deals, I do the paperwork, and I'm terrible at paperwork. Oh, well, guys, I'm terrible at paperwork. But I do it all by myself. But this is the thing, when we're talking about leverage, when we're talking about scale, when I had 1 deals, 2 deals, 3 deals, it was okay. When I get 4 deals, 5 deals, 6 deals, 7 deals, 8 deals, 9 deals, 10 deals, now, okay, there's a boiler issues there, there's a fridge not working there, there's electricity is going off here, you know. When my modus operandi, my way to operate is to close deals, get sales, and get money in the bank, when there's these problems, which I call them non-profitable problems, there's no profit to be earned from solving these problems, but they still need to be solved. My brain doesn't do too well with them. And when there's multiple, you know, I kind of start to freeze. So I need a team. Because as I get bigger, these problems exacerbate. So I need more people. So I'm looking to build a team. So if you're somebody who's, you know, well-to-do in any of those areas, AI, real estate, or marketing, then do get in touch with me and we can have a conversation on how we can benefit each other. But yeah, that's the other one. Labor, you know, if you want to sell, you want to make £1,000, let's really look at the numbers here, because I don't like to beat around the bush when everybody says they want to be a millionaire. Everybody says they want to be rich. If you want to be a millionaire, you need to make £100,000 a month minimum. And I'm not even taking into account, like, you know, the tax and your costs. You know, £100,000 profit per month, and you're getting 1.2 million. Assuming 200,000 goes to cost, finance, or whatever, taxes, labours, wages. £100,000 profit per month. That's £3,000 every single day. I tell you, I can trade an investment deal for 3k rental. So that means every single day, I need to close a deal. I need to have a property and I need to have it sold every single day. 3k every single day if I wanted to make £1 million. Now I'm going to break this down to you. I'm going to tell you exactly how much money I need and time and deals, appointments, because I know the numbers. I've done them umpteen amount of times. Look, it cost me between £1,000 to £1,500 to secure a deal with marketing. That's between 50 to 60 leads. Yeah, the cost per lead is between £20 to £30. So 60 leads at £30 is 1,800. 50 leads at £20 is about £1,000. Let's say, because when you spend more, things get more expensive. So let's even say the cost to acquire a deal is £2,000. So that means the profit from a deal is £1,000. So it's not even the 3k profit that we're talking. It's not 3k profit because nothing's free. It's not free to get, you know, you don't get people knocking at your door like, hey, Abdul, I want to give you my keys here, you know. And if they did do that, which sometimes people call you, you know, it's because you put some marketing efforts out, which aren't free. Nothing's free. So let's call it 1,500 because we want to be generous. So now we need to close 2 deals a day to make 3k. So 2 deals a day, 30 days, 60 deals we need to do. 60 deals. I just told you it costs between 1,000 to 1,500. Yeah. So that means we need to be spending anywhere between 60 to 100,000 if we want to make 100,000 per month. Ironically, you know, if you want to make big money, you got to spend big money. So if we're talking about 60,000 to 100,000 per month investment just to get, and I'm not even talking about the money to invest in these deals. We're trading them. Obviously, you can mix that strategy between trading and investing. If you want to add them to your portfolio and have monthly cash flow, then now you've got to put 10k in. But assuming we're trading it, so we don't have to take on any capital costs, keeping our calculations simple. So we're looking at between 50 to 100,000 pounds in marketing costs. Yeah. So let's say 60 is easy. So we're talking about 2 to 3,000 pounds per day. 2 to 3,000 pounds per day to get, and we said the cost per lead is about 20 to 30. So we're going to be getting 200 to 300 leads per day. We'll get about 10,000 leads. It's about 15% appointments. So we're going about 1,500 viewings. 1,500 consultation calls, either booked appointments or got 1,500 people. And of those 1,500, about 20% will be legit good to close. So 10% free, 300. 300, if we're saying 1,500, 10% of 1,500 is 1,500, 150 times 2, yeah, 300, I'm correct. I'm not saying 50. 1,500 is 1,500. Yeah, 300 is smaller. Excuse my life. 300 legit appointments, and then we're assuming we're closing 1 in 3. So you close 100 deals. Look at the maths, amazing. 100 deals. and then we get a 1K profit because we sell each deal for 3K, but then we get 1K profit because we just spent about what? £100,000 marketing. So those are the numbers that need to be done. Now, forget ironically, the advertising is the easiest part of it. I technically have the resources and the ability and the permission from the advertising platforms to spend £1,000 a day. I won't be able to do it for a whole month, but you know, if we're talking about £500 per day, I can spend between £500 to £1,000 a day for a month if I wanted to. But look at the numbers I spoke about. It's 100 leads a day, and you need to be on the phone with these people. You have to speak to. We said 1,500 people. Then we're going on 300 viewings. That's 10 viewings a day. 10 viewings. I'm one man. Look, God knows. Allah, may God bear me as a witness. I would do 10 viewings a day if it was physically possible. I would do it every single day. If you said I could make 100, I would do it every single day. But look, there's the working hours is 9 to 5. You know. What, you're going to be doing viewings from 9 to 9, you know, arranging it with people. You know, you need staff. You need people. You need how many contracts is that? How many due diligences? How many back and forth? You can't do that as a one-man band. It's just not feasible. That's why you need labour. Anyway, going into it. So, that being said, that is why, you know, you need labour. You need capital. You know, if you want to do that, you need to make £100,000 per month. You need about 100K invested, which is reasonable. You know, I can turn 10K into 1K per month. You know, I can turn 100K into like 10K per month, and then obviously if you're doing a business enterprise, you can turn 100K into like 300K. Obviously, people understand that the more energy and effort you put into the business and the capital, the more money you can get out of the capital. Understood. So those are the levers. I've gone on a bit of a tangent, but those are the levers. Capital, code, labor, and the last one is media. So, you know, coding is something that we can all learn with AI now. So if you didn't know how to code, you can code. AI can code for you, so don't worry about that. Capital, that's what private equity is. These big businesses, these £1 billion, these banks, these JP Morgans, these Blackstone, they're basically private equity. They speak to the richest people, the richest institutions in the world, say, we'll make money on your money. And they might make 5% and give 3%, and 2% of a billion or 10 billion or 100 billion is a lot of money. You know, if I do that with 100 grand, it's not really that much money, is it? You know, 2% of 100 grand is 2 grand. So I can make 5% and give someone 3%. Okay, I made 2 grand, but you know, it's pointless. So the capital game, you've got to get a lot of capital if you're going to make it work. The code game is, next we'll come on to the last one. And labor, you know, if you just have more people working for you and everybody's productive, you will get more done. Like, you know, there's usually synergies when you have a team. 1 + 1, synergy is 1 + 1 = 3. You know, the sum is more than the parts individual. That's what synergy is. 1 + 1 = 3. So yeah, labor is usually, but you know what, in these social media digital ages, you know, before you might need 100 people to run that enterprise, you could get that enterprise done with 4 to 10 people. You know, you've got 2 to 3 people, 3 people doing views every day. Every person does 3 to 4 viewings a day. You've got 1 person running the marketing. You've got 1 person doing all the admin, and then you've got someone overseeing that whole operation. That's a 6-person team. Lean, mean, hungry machine. You can get that done. But media is the best because you can't even get the advertising, all those eyeballs. You know, like in what world prior to this could you attract 200 to 300 people per day so easily? You know what billboards, what magazines, what direct letters. Get real. 200, 300 responses today. People giving you name, email, number. No, you can't do it with other than media, social media. So that's why it's the best form. So I'm going all in on that media because I understand, you know, the levers that need to be pulled in order to make large sums of money. In most other realms, it's hard. Even if someone gave you 100K to work with, which is sort of like a biggish ask. How many people have 100K? Some people do, you know, but you know, them giving you 100K and you doing something with it doesn't change your life. If someone gave me 100K, I could do a good deal with it. Well, it wouldn't change my life. Do you know what I mean? If I wanted to change my life, I'd need like a couple million. Do you get what I mean? Then I'd have to invest in a couple. Like I'd have to do a campaign approach. 100K would be good. Like I'd pull a good deal out of it, but yo, my life wouldn't fundamentally change. You know, people have given me around that already. You know, but that's kind of stopped because it's headache. You know, the juice is not worth the squeeze in these sub £100,000 deals. It's really not. It's really not. So, Lola, I'm grateful because I'm in the position where I can look at things and say no. You know, when you're kind of like struggling or you don't have things sorted, you know, you might have to do things that even they don't make the most sense to do, you do them. I've got enough breath, I've got enough time to step back and be like, how could I do this better? So that's what I'm doing. And I'm investing in media. Personal brand, business, property. That's it. So yeah, property, digital marketing, our personal brand. That's what I'm going to talk about. You know, with properties, I want to connect with developers because, like I said, if we want to do these big deals, and you know, maybe I know a Blackstone, maybe I know a JP Morgan, maybe I know somebody, or maybe I meet someone connected to one of these big industries because, you know, at the end of the day, we're all using the same. We're all in the same world. You know, we're all using the same places. We're all using the same phones. So if you go viral and then someone contacts you like, hey, I've got £1 billion, like, and then at this moment in time, I've been investing in my business. So I've got someone who's got £1 billion and I've got someone who's got a development of 100 and they buy it and like manage it. I like you, Abdul. You're a cool guy. I know, you know, I'm going to buy this development. I want you to manage it. Just give me 10% of my money. Bang, you're rich, you know, because you invested. You invested. So that's it. So my property side, listen, individual deals, I actually feel like I'm giving all the sauce away. Like I'm like, listen, let's look at it like this, yeah. When it came to individual units, I think I completed the game. I'm gonna be so honest. I've collected over 5 figures in deals. I don't know if I've made 100K sourcing deals. I don't think so. But you know, I ran through that having units. You know, sourcing is a means to an end. It's not, you know, if people who are running a sourcing business and it's covering all their bases, great. But you know what? Like, you're a full-time runner. Like, you're a marathon sprinter. Like, you can't not work. Do you get it? I had properties that was paying me more money than I ever make. I was having properties that were paying me my deal sourcing fees every month and I didn't have to do anything. Like, why would I spend my time calling 100 people every day begging for deals when I get one good deal and it pays me every month recurring? You go do more of that, you get it? So when it comes to the residential units, and then you do that and that's good, but you know, it takes so much time and capital. So it's just a natural progression of life. So I've got to the point here, when it comes to the way everything I did on residential deals, I'm happy to give away for free, man. I'm happy to give away all my techniques, everything I did. I'm happy to connect with people. I'm happy to give everything away because, you know, I feel like I graduated. Honestly, I'll be honest. Like, I was doing this in 2016. You have to remember, I was doing this in 2016. It's 2024. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a while. Like, I'm still young, but you know, I've been in this industry for a long time. So I was being a runner long before some of these people were doing this. You know, I was running around, I was checking in guests, I was doing this, I was doing outreach, I was on Gumtree, I was on Oprah, I did it, you know. Then I got my own units, I sourced deals for people I knew, I sourced for people I didn't know. Made all the mistakes, learned, I've seen it, you know, I got experience, you know, I don't need to. And then I got to a point where, I looked at the monetary amount I was making, I was like, yeah, this is good money, like, you know, I make more than a doctor and I'm not doing anything. I had properties that would pay me a doctor, like, I looked at it. Doctor, how much does a doctor make in the UK? Yeah, these properties are paying me that. I'm not doing anything, you know. This is good. Like, but when we're talking about being rich, you know, when we're talking about you want to buy a Rolls Royce, you know, a Lamborghini, Ferrari, these are £100,000 cars. You're not buying out a doctor, son. You're not buying at 10K per month. You need to get bigger. So for me to sit down and dilly-dally on around the 5 figures per month, or, you know, making 6 to 12, let's say in the region of 6 to 12 per month, and like dilly-dallying, you know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So we've got to look at bigger scales. So part of that, properties, development solely now. That's how I'm feeling. You know, I don't even want to go see another residential property. I'll be honest. Like, I don't even want to do it. Like, I will do it because it makes money, but you know, it doesn't. You know, you got to feel like in business you're making progress. You know, you got to feel like you're moving forward. You know, that's like, I just like when I was doing these deals, like, yeah, I haven't done this before. I'm closing deals. It still feels good to close deals, but you know, it's just. You know what I mean? Like, the only way it's gonna work if I get a big block. So I'm going all in on developments. That's my property business, my investment property management business. We're blocks now, strictly blocks. I made the decision already. I already said it on the news anyway. So blocks. Now my digital marketing business, property is a business which you put cash into, capital. It's not free. It's not free at all. It costs money, no matter what. Even if it's leases, rents, deposits, furnishing, time paid of rent before you get paid from your source that you're looking to cover the rent. Money, capital. So I can use my money. I can use investors' money. I've got money around me. Cool. But I want to always I want something that pays me on receipt or for building, which is why in my marketing business, I'm working with people who are one step behind me or in the same level as me in different industries. This is people who do sales, who sell properties. This is people who do home improvement. And then probably, I'll do some sort of consulting, coaching when it comes to how I get deals, because that's just a natural progression of life. And then, but my marketing business is strictly B2B, investment property management, B2B, developers. Then I've got the big corporations that pay me. Marketing business, other real estate business owners, and me offering my services. Then I'll build a team around. I said, if you're looking to join a team, get in touch with me. Then my personal brand, because it's all me at the end of the day, is just going to connect me with other property business owners. It's going to connect me with other people in digital marketing. And then it's probably going to be the vehicle in which I offer some sort of consulting package or mentorship or course, because in business, stuff gets lonely sometimes. You want to have like-minded people surrounded by. I think it's really good to have a network. I feel like the lighting changing in there. I feel like it did. I don't really like this light anymore. But yeah, man. So that's really what I'm investing in. I want my investment property management business. I'm investing in cold emails for that. I'm going to do advertising when the time is right. LinkedIn is very good as well, so I'm going to invest in my LinkedIn. Digital marketing, I'm running ads for that right now. I'm doing a bit of cold email for that as well. And content. And then my personal brand, just content for my personal brand right now. And then next month, we might be running some ads, inshallah. I might launch an offer on my birthday. I might do that. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If you like what I'm talking about, want to get involved with it, maybe you want to get your first 4 deals, get paid, let's do that. So thanks so much for your time. I love this. I love this game. I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about marketing. I'm passionate about property. I'm passionate about connecting with people. I'm passionate about media, You can see, you can feel it. So I'm going to go pray. And if you watch to the end of any of these videos, if you're watching any of my content, then I want you to follow. And if you already followed me, I want you to share it. And if you're not going to share it, then at least leave a comment. And if you don't want to type anything, put a spade in the chat, just so I know you're supporting. So that's it. I don't mean to point, it's rude, but if you don't follow me, then follow me. If you follow me, then share it. If you don't want to share it, then comment. If you don't want to write anything, put a spade in the chat. Love. Thank you. God bless.